Now, we've known this for at least a decade, but I'm going to share some insights from several papers published in the last few years. I just told you that the microbiome can take bile and make these bile acids, but more recently, scientists have discovered that your microbiome can take amino acid precursors, things like taurine and glycine, which you get from your diet, and actually make these bile acids by themselves. They don't have to start with bile and then break the bile down. They can take the components that the liver normally uses to make bile, and they can make bile completely independent of the liver itself. And their capacity to do so goes way beyond these typical base amino acids of taurine and glycine that I have mentioned before, even though those are probably the most common ones. The microbiome can take almost any amino acid, certainly the most common ones that we talk about, and they can make some form of a secondary bile acid. And so both primary and secondary bile acids affect the profile of the microbiome. And this is very complex, and scientists are trying to sort this out. But the simple story is that certain bile acids and metabolites affect certain species of healthy bacteria, but not others. So, on one hand, we have bile and bile acids that help to kill certain types of organisms that we don't really want in the gut or that we don't want there in large amounts. And it can enhance the growth of certain types of healthy bacteria, but not all. And the type of bacteria is going to depend on which bile acid we're talking about.